We're back at the age-old question, renting or buying? If you've been living under a rock, you may have missed the fact that 2020 was a crazy year. And when it came to real estate, it was no different. The market is absolutely bonkers, and that rolled right into 2021. This market has super low inventory, but it's also got super low interest rates. If you haven't done so already, I would say this is the time to look at whether or not you can make homeownership a reality. Because rents are going to continue to rise. Right now, interest rates are super low, and this might be the time to stop paying your landlord and start working towards your financial future. I'm Lindsey Johnson, your resource for all things real estate, and today we're going to dive into the benefits of buying versus renting in 2021. Buying, renting, it's a constant debate, and there's ways to argue both of them. However, with interest rates being as low as they are right now, I think it's a really good argument to look at actually becoming a homeowner. To give you some context, interest rates right now are hovering around 2 to 3%. That can go up or down over time, but historically, that is literally some of the cheapest money you can ever borrow. In the 1980s, you were lucky, and I mean you were really lucky to get 11%. So even if rates go up to 3.5 or 4, it's still so super low. And if you've been dealing with a landlord for a while, you may also know that, you know what happens when you rent? Rents increase. When you own a home, particularly if you're getting a loan and you're doing so with a fixed rate for interest, which means your interest doesn't go up, it locks in, your monthly payment's gonna stay relatively the same. You're not gonna have to deal with a landlord hiking your rent up by $100 or $300, or saying if you're not gonna agree to pay that, guess what, you gotta move. Right now, if you can get into a house, you can lock in at a super low rate with a mortgage payment that's really affordable and possibly even cheaper than what you're currently paying to watch Netflix in someone else's living room. And while the interest rates are super low, what you're probably also hearing is that inventory is super low. Basically, the number of houses that are available to purchase. So if you are going to jump into being a buyer, you just want to make sure that you're working with a realtor and that you have a strategy. It's really helpful if you've got a little bit of time left on your lease, because if you've only got about 30 days, that can get a little tight in a market like this. But I'm telling you, if you can stay persistent, stay educated, and work with the right agent, you can start owning your own little piece of financial freedom. So in short, 2021 might just be your year to stop renting and to start buying. Get educated, talk to a lender, work with an agent so that you have a strategy, and just realize that your rent's gonna continue to go up, but your mortgage payment can stay relatively the same, and at the end of the day, you can sell that property or rent that property and put money in your bank as opposed to your landlord's. I hope today's video has been helpful. I hope that it's maybe answered some of your questions or perhaps pushed you a little bit out of your comfort zone to explore what your possibilities and your future could become. If you found value in this video, please be sure to like and subscribe, click the notification bell, and now that you're on your way to home ownership, be sure to check out my upcoming video on why you should homestead your property once you buy it. I'm Lindsey Johnson, your resource for all things real estate. I'll see you next time.